This is the progress I want us to achieve during my presidency. These are the changes I'm running for president to make. I want to leave office knowing that America is safer, freer, and wealthier than when I was elected. That more Americans have more opportunities to pursue their dreams than at any other time in our history. That the world has become less threatening to our interests and more hospitable to our values. And that America is again, as she always has, chosen not to hide from history, but to make history. There are serious issues at stake in this election and serious differences between the candidates, and we will argue about them, as we should. But it should remain an argument among friends, each of us struggling to hear our conscience and hear its demands, each of us, despite our differences, united in our great cause and respectful of the goodness in each other. That's how most Americans treat each other, and it's how they want the people they elect to office to treat each other. If I'm elected president, I will work with anyone who sincerely wants to get this country moving again. I will listen to any idea that is offered in good faith and intended to help solve our problems, not make them worse. I will seek the counsel of members of Congress from both parties in forming government policy before I ask them to support it. I will ask Democrats to serve in my administration. My administration will set a new standard for transparency and accountability. I will hold weekly press conferences. I will regularly brief the American people on the progress of our policies have made and the setbacks we have encountered. When we make errors, I'll confess them readily and explain what we intend to do to correct them. I'll ask Congress to grant me the privilege of coming before both houses to take questions and address criticism, much the same as the Prime Minister of Great Britain appears regularly before the House of Commons. We cannot again leave our problems for another unluckier generation of Americans to fix after they've become even harder to solve. I'm not interested in partisanship that serves no other purpose than to gain a temporary advantage over our opponents. This mindless, paralyzing rancor must come to an end. We belong to different parties, not different countries. We're rivals for the same power, but we're also compatriots. We're fellow Americans, and that shared distinction means more to me than any other association. I intend to prove myself worthy of the office, of our country, and of your respect. I won't judge myself by how many elections I've won. I won't spend 1 hour of my presidency worrying more about my re-election than keeping my promises to the American people. There's a time to campaign and a time to govern. If I'm elected president, the era of the permanent campaign will end. The era of problem solving will begin. I promise you, from the day I am sworn into office until the last hour of my presidency, I will work with anyone of either party to make this country safe, prosperous, and proud. And I won't care who gets the credit. Thank you very much.